All right, our kiddos spend about 8 hours a day in school, and of course an important part of them learning there is a healthy meal, some nutritious food, keep their mind on what they're supposed to be doing in the classroom. And that's why some Dallas ISD students are participating in what's called the Cooking Up Challenge competition, They are creating healthy and delicious meals that hopefully their peers will enjoy and that can be mass-produced there in the kitchen at school. Joining us to talk more about this is Julie Ferris. She is the Director of Food and Nutrition at DISD. Also here we have Eder Mendiola and Jose Chapa right here next to me from Molina High School. They're taking part in this big competition and could get a trip to DC out of this. We'll talk about that next. Thanks for being with us today. Julie, what is Cooking Up Change all about in the first place?
Cooking Up Change is a contest for our culinary high school students to compete and create a school lunch on our budget and with our nutritional requirements.
Now, when you say your budget, we're talking, it's like $1.40 a meal?
$1.40 a
okay,
meal.
so you got to be able to do this economically, very economically. Try cooking a meal on $1.40, but at the same time meet the nutritional guidelines.
Correct.
That's kind of tough.
It is.
And you also have to make sure it can be mass-produced in the kitchen for a big group of students, and you have to make sure it's something that the students will actually put in their mouths.
Which is why we like this contest, because the kids get to create a recipe that we know then the kids would like.
Julie, I don't think that Eder and Jose understand properly either, because when we were in school, we didn't get a choice what we ate. We didn't get to kind of tweak the menu and come up with something different. We took what they gave us.
Yes, there was a lot of take it or leave it, yes. So
it's come a long way since then, so you all be happy that you have some say in this. What is it that you came up with? What's it called?
We came up with a hamburger casserole.
Hamburger casserole. Now that sounds like something that students would actually eat, and I'm curious, what made you think of this? Is this something you were already doing at home?
Yes, we practice this a lot, and yep.
All right, tell me what's in it.
It's we have penne pasta.
Okay.
Black beans, ground beef crumble. That's what we call this. Mozzarella cheese, taco seasoning, Italian seasoning, red peppers, and some mayonnaise to make it creamy inside.
So you just mix all of this stuff up and throw it in the oven, and voila, you've got hopefully a winner, right?
Yes,
and you've got the nutritional stuff in here, because we see some black beans in here, some skim mozzarella cheese, which is not so high in fat and so forth.
Whole grain rich pasta.
Very smart.
Yes.
Okay, so now what happens here from today? So tomorrow is actually the big competition here locally.
Yes.
What's going to happen there? Is this like Iron Chef, DISD edition, or how does this work?
Basically, the teams will cook and they'll be judged by a group of dignitaries that will assess the meal, taste it, assess the way they present, and the winner gets to go to Washington, D.C. in June to compete nationally.
That's awesome. And in the meantime, though, if you win, doesn't the dish go into production at the school?
Yes.
The kids actually start eating this stuff?
Yes, and at the school that wins, we actually prepare the entire menu for one day, and we have a nice celebration at the campus.
And let me ask this. If, let's say you don't win, and we're not going to say that because thinking positive thoughts, right? If you don't win, does your item still get tried out by students?
Last year we had 10 recipes that from all the teams that made it into this year's menus.
Nice. And I see y'all have a side of roasted broccoli down there, which is very healthy stuff. And you think the kids will actually eat it?
Oh yes,
broccoli is amazing.
You've made the broccoli so good that the kids will eat the broccoli. That's magic right there. Good luck tomorrow with the competition, and if you move on to DC, good luck there as well.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for being with us today.
Thank
Very
you.
cool.
Thank you.
Wish I could have controlled the menu in school.